What up, Eagle Nation? It's your boy Hotta, and we back. And today, the Eagles lost to the 49ers, 42-19. Um, but it's definitely going to be how you respond. The Eagles got a slack in today. I'm talking about we really didn't show up to play. I feel like they just played. They just was more physical, man. They had this game scheduled. They had this game circled on their schedule. They just wanted to win more. They wanted to win more, man. We didn't look good, minus the offensive movement early in the game that didn't amount to nothing but 6 points. And we started fast, on offense and defense, but we wasn't able to turn that to points. And that's a problem when you playing a team like the San Francisco 49ers. You know what I mean? Like that's a problem. And that's something that we've been seeing for the past few games where we haven't been getting going early in the game, and today we wasn't able to overcome that. It was insurmountable. Like it was just too much. They had like 10 days rest between the game. The Philadelphia Eagles have been playing. This is our third game in 13 days. So, this is a gauntlet that we've been going through, like y'all like to call it, but it is what it is. But the Eagles are still 10-2. The Eagles are still 10-2, man. So we're not going to panic here. We just gotta. It's just how you respond. It's how you respond, man. This sucks, bro. This sucks. It's so many things that we gotta dissect. There's so many things that we got to just look into, and we got to look at it as a whole, and not just the fact that we got blown out, because we did. I haven't seen this team get blown out like that in a very long time. That's just not our brand of football to get blown out, but we did. We got blown out today, man. And it just sucks. It sucks. You know, we've been dealing with injuries all year. Injuries are a part of the game. Not saying that that's why we lost the game, or not saying that not having Dallas Goedert and Cunningham were the reasons why we would win. I'm not saying that, but we just couldn't tackle today. Like they were attacking our linebackers. They came in here with a game plan. It wasn't nothing over the top. It was everything in the middle. It was catching in the middle, and it was yak. It was yards after catch. Yards after catch killed us, man. It killed us today, and we weren't tackling. And that really lets you know that Zach Cunningham has been playing so well, because he is a good tackling linebacker. Christian Ellis, I don't think is it, man. He was lost a lot out there. He was lost in coverage a lot. He was getting blocked a lot. He wasn't playing downhill. But look, man, it is what it is. It's no reason to even blame this loss on nobody. We got to look in the mirror as a team, as an organization, and we have to see a change moving forward. This is the game that allowed us to see, that we're not going to be able to just sit here and keep winning, playing this brand of football. We have to get back to playing our standard of football, and that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? We stayed behind the chains today. We stayed behind the chains that killed us, that killed the opportunity to run. We got to run the ball early, man. We have to. It was a lot of times, early in the game where this offensive line was holding. They was, was holding off this really good defensive front. We was giving Jalen time. It was mistakes being made. Nobody was getting open. These cornerbacks for the San Francisco 49ers are really good, man. They played well today. They played well. Like Jalen had all the time in the world to throw, but he still couldn't find nobody open. And that came and bit us. That bit us. That bit us. CMC really killed us today. We've been a good run stopping team all year, but today 17 carries, 93 yards, and a touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. He is the best running back in the league. Cracked 1,000 yards for the season on us. Brock Purdy, man, he was 19 for 27, 314 yards and 4 touchdowns. He was laser sharp out there. Laser sharp. The middle of the field was wide open. wide open. Um, it was just tough to watch. It was tough to watch, man. Deebo, he done talked all the trash in the world since we beat him last year, all the way until right now. And to be honest with you, man, he backed it up today. He backed it up. I'm talking about he was on another level, man. This is one of the best games I've seen him play, man. 4 receptions, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I'm talking about these touchdowns was crazy. They was little quick slants, and man, they had this guy in motioner where we usually do well with motion, but we just did not have the answers today. And I'm not sure if it was on the scheme defensively or if it was on, the Eagles just ran down. Like I said, man, 3 games in 13 days is a lot of ball. I was expecting the Eagles to win. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna lie about that. But when you go against a team like the 49ers, they so good, and if we can't tackle, then there's no way we're gonna beat this team. Brandon Ayuk was he had a we couldn't do nothing on him. Slay was he wasn't himself today. Let's just keep it a stack. Slay wasn't himself. He was getting beat today. Um, they was just running right behind Trent Williams and everything was working. Usually, that would be Cunningham's side, but man, we couldn't get nothing today. Couldn't do nothing. And it's real disappointing. But like I said, man, we still 10-2. We still the first seed. We can't forget about that. I know this is tough. I know it sucks, but we still the first seed. We still in the driver's seat. Everything is on us right now. Everything is on us, man. There was a lot of things that happened in this game, man. The tempers was flaring. Greenlaw got ejected from the game. Head of security Dom got ejected from the game after Greenlaw body slammed Smitty out of bounds and then got up and really threw a punch or something at Big Dom. So shout out to Big Dom for that, man, for being a professional in my opinion. Just trying to break up the fight, trying to break up between the two. But he got put out, and I thought that we was gonna probably get a spark from that, but they came right back and scored again. We just couldn't do nothing defensively. We couldn't tackle a soul today, and that's a problem, man. That's a problem because um, the things that we've been just moaning and groaning about all season. To be honest, man, they reared their ugly heads today, man. The play calling, man, I feel like we should have went to Swift early. Swift only having 6 carries today is a problem. I don't understand that. To me, that's a major reason why we lost because if you can't get the run game going, nothing else is going to open up. If you don't have the threat of run, nothing else is going to open up, man. They too good. Their corners is too good. That back end is too good. And we decided to not run the ball with Swift. We decided not to get the run game going at all. I think Jalen Hurts was the top runner for the Philadelphia Eagles with seven carries and 20 yards for a touchdown, and the touchdown coming on a touch push, man. And I want to discuss. When Jalen went down, man, that was kind of like, oh my god, that was an oh my god moment for me, and it was like, man, I ain't worried about if the Philadelphia Eagles win this game. At that point, I was just worried about the health of Jalen Hurts because without Jalen Hurts, man, this team does not have a chance, in my opinion. Does not have a chance at all, man. He's the real MVP of the Philadelphia Eagles, one of the MVP candidates for this season. Um, we just gotta we gotta figure this out, man. We gotta figure this out. We gotta figure out how to scheme up plays for DeAndre Swift, man. I'm not understanding what's the point. What's the issue there? Why do we go away from him so much when he's so dynamic? Is there really a reason why? What is this reason why? And that's the part I really can't get it through my brain. You know what I'm saying? That we got to sit here and we got this dynamic runner in DeAndre Swift who can change how the game is being played. Can keep the offense on the field just a little bit longer. Especially when they have a good front, they have a good back, and this is a good defense. So why not try to go physical for them? We're trying to throw on this team without running, and that wasn't working. That wasn't working, man. Look, Kittle had a good game. he had that little chip block, and then he was able to sprout out and hit the flats and get a catch and gain good yards. Man, Kittle's a really good tight end in this league, and the Philadelphia Eagles have issues with covering tight ends, and that's been a issue all year. And these are the few things that we see it, man. We see it, and y'all have to see it, and we have to figure out how to respond. Next week in Arlington will be a great time to respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got steamrolled by the 49ers, but if we come out next week, we come to Arlington next week, we get a dub, things would be a lot smoother. But if we end up losing next week, then we'll be tied for the division. Now we can't even really be talking about the conference. We in trouble with the division right now as well. We lose next week, we can the chances of us becoming a wild card team is increased, right? Now, the good thing about what we talking about, and the good thing about where we're at and how good we've been all season, is that we are getting out of our gauntlet, right? We're getting out of our gauntlet because we got Dallas and then Seattle. Seattle got San Fran next week, so they're gonna probably lose next week. I don't see them winning that game. And we have Dallas. I think that's a winnable game for us. I'm not going to say it's a blowout. That's going to be a tough game in Arlington. It always is. It always is. But, us having Jalen right now, and him passing concussion protocol was extremely important for next week. It was a lot of people saying that, once Jalen came back, that he should have stayed out of the rest of the game because, to be honest, it was over at that point anyway. To me, I felt like it was over when we came down early in the game and we only got 6 points when we was moving the ball so good through the 20s, and then we get inside the 20, get inside the red zone, and we can't come up with scores. I'm not sure if that was play calling. I'm not sure if that was execution. We're gonna look at the tape and really dive into it and find out what was the issue there. What was the issue? But they just came through and beat us bad. Let's just keep it 100, man. We're gonna call it how we seen it today. The Philadelphia Eagles did not show up. They did not show up offensively and defensively. We weren't able to sustain. Brock Purdy really tore us up, laser sharp today, man. So look, man, to be honest, I want to really congratulate the San Francisco 49ers on this win. You know what I'm saying? It's real tough to come in to the link and really beat up on the Philadelphia Eagles the way they did, but they were able to do it. So we got to give the 49ers credit. They were the better team. We know this was probably the most toughest game on our schedule, and that came to be the truth, man. And this is tough, man. It's going to be tough. But we got to shake this one off. We got punched in the mouth. We got to shake this one off, get back up, and respond next week. Because if we respond next week, these next two games, Dallas and Seattle, is very important. Very important. We need to go through there and we need to get these 2 wins so we can start resting and getting healthy and game planning for the postseason. Giants twice, Arizona. I don't want to drop next week against the Cowboys. I don't want to do that. I want to sweep these boys. But, we have been playing good enough football that there is a chance no matter what. There's no reason to be panicking and saying the season is over at this particular time. We 10-2. But I know that's coming, man. I know that's coming. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's not over yet. It's not over, man. We still going to the playoffs. We still doing that. We just have to fix the issues that we having offensively early in the game. We have to be able to score in the red zone, especially against these good teams. Lane Johnson played well today, man. He was sandwiching Bosa, a really good defensive end in this league, an edge rusher. He was sandwiching him, playing great. So shout out to Lane Johnson for being hurt last week, not being available to coming in and having such a good game against one of the best teams in the league, man. So shout out to him for that. But this was a tough one, man. This was a tough one. Um, but we just got to suck it up, pause, take it on the chin, and respond next week. That gotta be the game plan. It gotta be the game plan because to keep it all the way 100, Dallas is looking to take this division. Dallas is looking to gain um, the division. They looking to gain the conference. They want their home field advantage as well. But we can't let that happen. We cannot make this harder on us than it already is. Than it already is. You know. But this game was extremely physical. It was extremely emotional. I think the emotion did get the best of us at times. The emotion definitely got the best of us, and we weren't able to prevail and come out victorious. But it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? We got more football to look forward to. This is still one of the best teams in the league. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But look, man, we're gonna be coming with videos all week. Like I said, if you feel like this video helped you out, please like, comment, do the channel a favor, and hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, do all those things, man, so you keep hot in rotation. We've grown so much on this channel, and I want to appreciate all the new subs. I want to appreciate everybody who's been commenting on these videos and sharing this and doing everything to keep us in the right direction, man. I appreciate y'all. But for now, this how bad we was today. The 49ers managed to score touchdowns in 6 back-to-back drives, marking the lengthiest streak for any team this season. Despite a slow start with -6 yards after the initial 2 drives, they picked up momentum, running 47 plays and gaining 452 yards, averaging 9.6 yards per clip. Look, you have a good night, man.